Action movies, one of the most popular genres in mainstream movie culture today, full of fighting and stunts, car chases and explosions, with a storyline that may or may not be convoluted. Action movies are generally about a hero or a group of people fighting against a villain or an evil organization. Like every movie or story, an action film is built up of three main parts. These are called acts. The setup includes the introduction of characters and the main storyline. Second is the conflict, and third is the resolution. Typically these films will have your hero, the protagonist, and your villain, the antagonist, who have some conflict between them that drives the plot. Throughout the film, you will see the power balance shift from each side with each encounter. Usually the villain beats the hero until the final battle, the resolution. The resolution usually ends with the villain losing or escaping.
Olo. Thing about bad guys, they always lose.
Both the hero and villain usually have clearly defined goals that will create conflict and define their power divide. Take Batman in The Dark Knight for instance. Batman's goal is to help Gotham City's crime problem and become a symbol that will strike fear into the gangs and mobs. He tries to represent law and order. Meanwhile, Joker is the polar opposite of Batman. He wants to create chaos.
The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules. And tonight you're gonna break your one rule.
His goal was to prove that everyone could be taken down to his level.
Introduce a little anarchy.
He was pretty successful and corrupted Gotham's White Knight, Harvey Dent, as well as got Batman to drop him off a building. What makes an action film good is when the elements of the story and action are well balanced.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
You wouldn't want a movie with just all fighting and explosions. You wouldn't want a film with lazy writing or too much going on story-wise.
That's just lazy writing.
When these things are done right, the audience can really immerse themselves in the action experience. Now let's talk about composition in action sequences. There are quick cuts between different angles and distances from the conflicts. There may be shaky cam to further put the audience in the scene. The fight choreography is usually well thought out and executed accurately. The most entertaining bit is watching the speed or the visual effects accompanying it. Even though action movies have become very cliche and literally have the same stuff happening in each film, people still enjoy it. Some films just have that spark about them that makes them really amazing, from the heart-pounding fight scenes to the gut-wrenching ends to characters, from visually perfect and beautiful CGI and visual effects to the not-so-good exposition. Action movies are just fun and exciting for everyone and offer people very unique experiences.
Avengers!
Assemble.